Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and boy am I confused, because where did March go? Somehow it's April now, and rhymes just happen unintentionally, and I love it when that happens. But it still feels like just yesterday when I tweeted a Simpsons gif about lousy Smarch weather. So it's time for some April speculation for The Sims 4. And I ended up being wrong about the bunk beds update in a way, because I thought it was going to come out just before a game pack, but we still don't know what the next pack is at this time. And I am starting to think, yeah, okay, maybe we're not gonna get a spring game pack like I hoped, and we will have to wait until late summer / early fall once again, and that there will be no new packs until June. Well, unless you count kits. There's probably going to be at least one kit coming up between now and then. But unfortunately, my hopes for us going back to 2 game packs a year have dwindled to basically 0. However, I think there is going to be some stuff happening this month, though it just won't be in the form of paid DLC. You might remember back in March there was that Inside Maxis live broadcast that talked about the update that came out that month, but also gave us a little sneak peek at something coming in the next update, which is 2 new hairstyles. But we don't know when that next update is coming. It could be next month, it could be later, but since they do have a tendency of releasing stuff pretty soon after announcing it, I think this update is very likely coming out sort of like maybe late April, probably more late April, since the bunk bed update is pretty recent. However, while this was the only thing that they fully officially revealed, there was some other stuff that leaked out. Whether that is going to all be part of the next update too is debatable, but it's quite interesting what leaked out, because there's new hair color swatches, a mystery trait slot for some kind of feature, and there is a strong possibility of us getting sectional seating, since it was also spotted that there was an auto feature you could turn on for sofas, and there's also possibly the calendar from Seasons being patched into the base game, since the calendar showed up on the live stream, but not the part of the UI that shows the current weather. In addition to that, in the patch itself, it was leaked that there are more slots for the bunk beds that just are not functional yet. I did talk about this in a previous video, as well as a mod that actually unlocks these slots, and from my experience, it does seem like they are unfinished, so it makes a little bit of sense to me as to why they weren't released right away, even though it does suck that, yeah, we still have to wait for bunk beds to be better after already waiting so long for them. But I don't think that particular thing is already going to happen in April, because if it was, then I might as well have just waited until April and released the fully functional bunk beds and loft beds right then and there, instead of just unnecessarily drawing it out between less than 30 days. Doesn't really make any sense to me. I am still optimistic that we will get these improved bunk beds a few months from now, especially since they are already in the code. Then I don't think it's going to be like, oh, wait until a year from now until we get those slots unlocked and fully functional. But if we do get all the other leaked stuff as soon as this month, then it looks like the next update is already going to be another pretty substantial one. And I guess maybe we are going to get some free updates that have a decent amount of features that aren't always leading into a pack, which is good. I definitely think we need to get more free content updates that just improve the core game but don't necessarily always have to be a tie-in to something, because then it's just like we have to wait even longer to get more basic features back. For example, I really want burglars back. They're the last classic Sims NPC that I think needs to be brought back. But I don't think we should need something like a superhero or heist pack to justify the cost and development time of bringing them back. There actually was a heist pack idea in one of the official EA surveys from last year, where it said, whether you're an aspiring Debbie or Danny Ocean, build your team to seek out and recover the stolen artifacts to return them to their rightful owners. Can you execute the perfect plan, or will your team end up in the slammer? While that does sound kind of like a cool idea, I just don't think that's really the perfect idea to do at the moment, especially in a time when we still need things like generations and hobbies and farming. So I guess that would be a cool pack to do next year, but this year, not really so sure about. But burglars, please, this year. Also, spiral stairs would be pretty neat. I also keep forgetting to bring this up, but the ability to put railings on just one side of the stairs, that should have been a thing from the beginning, but yeah, that would be an awesome thing to add to the game. Before I wrap up this video, there is one other thing that I think will very likely happen this month, and that is a roadmap. I think we could be getting another Inside Max's livestream where they show it then, but maybe it'll happen earlier than that. We'll see, but if you don't know what a roadmap is, it is something that multiple games are doing now, where you just have a rough outline of what you intend on delivering for the next few months. And we have gotten those for The Sims 4 for the past couple years, and last year we actually did get one in April, so if they do that again, then yep, we should be expecting a roadmap very soon. And in the case of The Sims 4, they outline the next 6 months, so it's enough to cover most of the rest of the year, but not everything, because the fall expansion pack doesn't fall into that time frame, but we'd still get an expansion pack during that anyways. So yeah, still leaves a little bit of room for a surprise. Not quite a surprise, since it's pretty predictable now. But what should be interesting with the roadmap this year, if they plan on continuing that, is how many kits will appear on that, because I think they will put the kits on there, and it'll give us a pretty good idea of how often we will get them. Because I know SimGuru Frost did say that there's no solid timeline, but at least we could still get somewhat of an idea of maybe just how many kits we will get per year. While personally, I would prefer there to be no other kits at all and just leave them behind as a failed experiment, I just don't think that is an actual realistic expectation to have. They probably have at least a few more of these kits already well into production, if not almost ready to release. But that's basically it for this month's speculation, so while I think it will be somewhat of a quiet month, I think there still will be some pretty cool stuff happening. But feel free to let me know what you think will happen for the month of April for The Sims 4 in the comments section below. And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!